What if the animatronics were never just broken machines? What if they were learning? And what if the building you were sent to protect at night was actually designed to trap you inside the same nightmare that created them? This is Five Nights at Freddy's 2. After the terrifying events of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, the company does what every corporation does when faced with a disaster they cannot explain. They rebuild. They rebrand. And they reopen. But this time, they claim everything is safer. New animatronics. New security systems. New management. A new location designed to erase the past. But some things refuse to stay buried. The new security guard, a young man named Jason, takes the job out of desperation. He is not a hero. He is not prepared. He is simply someone who needs money fast and believes the worst that can happen is boredom during night shifts. That belief dies on his first night. Because the moment the doors lock, the building changes. The animatronics are no longer simply stationary mascots. They move. Not randomly. Not mechanically. Intentionally. As if something inside them understands timing. Patterns. Human behavior. Jason quickly realizes the rules are different now. The old cameras still exist. The same dim hallways. The same hollow silence. But now there are more animatronics than before. Older models. Broken prototypes. Units that were supposedly decommissioned. Yet they are active. Watching. Waiting. And something worse is happening underneath the surface. The building itself feels alive. Power fluctuations occur without explanation. Security feeds glitch in ways that resemble recognition. As if the system knows who is looking at it. Jason begins receiving strange audio cues through the security system. Children's laughter. Distorted birthday music. Voices repeating phrases that were never recorded. At first, he assumes hallucination from fatigue. But then the animatronics begin responding to his actions. When he hides, they search. When he stays still, they pause. When he breathes too loudly, they change direction instantly. It becomes clear. This is no longer random malfunction. This is behavior. Adaptation. Intelligence emerging from something that was never supposed to think. Meanwhile, deeper investigation into company files reveals disturbing fragments of history. The original Freddy Fazbear incident was never fully resolved. Missing children. Unexplained disappearances. Reports sealed under corporate confidentiality. And experimental attempts to repurpose animatronic systems after the tragedy. The company didn't shut down the horror. They digitized it. And rebuilt it. Jason learns that the new location was constructed directly above sealed sections of the old facility. Meaning the past is not gone. It is underneath him. Literally. As nights progress, the animatronics become more aggressive. Not just movement patterns, but coordinated behavior. They begin cutting off escape routes. Flanking camera blind spots. Forcing Jason into predictable positions. It stops feeling like survival. It starts feeling like a test. One animatronic in particular becomes central to his terror. A figure that appears damaged, unstable, and partially rebuilt from older models. But unlike the others, it does not simply move. It hesitates. It observes. Almost as if something inside it remembers being human. Jason begins to suspect the most horrifying possibility yet. The animatronics are not just haunted. They are occupied. Fragments of consciousness trapped inside machinery. Echoes of the missing children incident still lingering within the system. And they are not resting. They are evolving. Each night escalates. Hallways become more unpredictable. Doors fail at critical moments. Lights flicker in synchronized patterns that resemble communication. Jason tries to escape the building multiple times. But every attempt fails. It is as if the structure itself redirects him back inside. The building is not just a workplace. It is a containment system. Designed to keep something in. And keep something else out. As fear reaches its peak, Jason uncovers a hidden maintenance log revealing the darkest truth. The company did not accidentally create haunted animatronics. They attempted to preserve consciousness after death, using experimental hardware designed to store neural impressions. What they achieved instead was suffering without release. The animatronics are not fully alive and not fully dead. They are trapped in between states, forever aware, forever repeating fragments of memory, forever reacting to the environment around them. The horror intensifies when Jason realizes something even worse. They are not attacking randomly. They are searching for something. Closure. Or replacement. Because every night guard who enters the building becomes part of the system. Some disappear entirely. Some are never recorded leaving. And some return as part of the building itself. On the final night, the entire system collapses into full hostility. Animatronics begin moving simultaneously from all directions. No longer hiding. No longer waiting. The building locks down completely. Jason is forced into the deepest section of the facility, where the original incident files are stored. There, he discovers the final truth behind Freddy Fazbear's legacy. The missing children were never simply victims. Their consciousness was fragmented and distributed into multiple animatronic systems, meaning there was never one haunted machine. There was a network. A collective memory of trauma. And Jason has been inside it from the beginning. The animatronics are not just attacking him. They are trying to integrate him. To add him to the system. To complete the cycle. In the final confrontation, Jason attempts a desperate escape by shutting down the central power core. But the system anticipates his move. The animatronics converge, not with chaos, but coordination. The last moments reveal the true nature of the building. It is not a restaurant. It is not a workplace. It is a processing unit. For memory. For suffering. For souls that never moved on. As power fails, Jason makes one final run toward the exit. But the doors do not open. Because escape was never part of the design. Only entry. And integration. The system reboots. Silence returns. And somewhere deep within the facility, something new joins the network. Another consciousness. Another fragment. Another night guard who thought this job was just temporary. Outside, Fazbear Entertainment prepares its next reopening announcement. New branding. New promises. New lies. Because the cycle was never broken. It was only upgraded. And as long as the doors keep opening, the night will always come back. If you enjoyed this recap, subscribe to Movie Story Recaps for more terrifying movie breakdowns like this. Comment which movie you want next. Because in this universe, you don't survive 5 nights. You become part of them.